created for legalizing.
Gay rights activists were adamant that the right for two people of the same sex to get legally married in Bermuda was no different from any other human right.
I just have a couple of comments here that have been made, Minister, by people that have signed the petition. And one is by the daughter of the late Julian Hall that says, "This is the time to be on the right side of history. Prejudice and denial of human rights have no place in our society."
Tony Brennan called for Bermuda to get ahead of the curve on the issue.
You know, in America, the first black president of the United States, Barack Obama, has been a leader in this cause. And I think that, he changed his mind.
Community and Cultural Affairs Minister Patricia Pamplin assuring the petitioners their concerns had not fallen on deaf ears.
The one thing that I am very proud of is that since coming into government, the One Bermuda Alliance has made mammoth strides towards ensuring that human rights protections have been expanded from that which we found when we first arrived in office.
The minister pledging to present the group's petition to her cabinet colleagues. However, the process, she warned, would not happen overnight.
The one thing we do not want to do is to do something and find out that it's not been well done.
For Adrian Beasley, who identified himself as a gay Christian engaged to be married, change is inevitable.
Even Mark Bean said, I don't want to quote him, but I do recall him saying something that he feels that it's going to happen. The tide is changing, and as Tony has so eloquently put on a number of occasions, we want to be on the right side of history.
But not everyone agrees that side of history is biblical.
Many are concerned about being on the right side of history, and then there are those of us who are more concerned about being on the right side of eternity.
Dr. Maria Semen is the founder and pastor of the Shekinah Worship Center in Hamilton Parish. We asked her to weigh in on the issue.
Campaigners today say that same-sex marriage is simply a human rights issue, which is, they say, long overdue. Do you agree?
What I do agree with is that once you gave the Human Rights Amendment, I believe in June of 2013, it was inevitable. We opened the door. They had it in their mind. Don't you ever believe that they just wanted human rights. No, they wanted marriage.
Government, she says, can establish same-sex marriage. However,
government can never change divine marriage.
That is the campaigners for same-sex marriage, which they repeated today, and they say, look, we're in love, and what's wrong with love? Two people, whether it be two people of the same sex.
What I will say to that is that it's just like a parent with our children. When they seek to do what they want to do, they really mean it. Then there's a time of maturity, and time passes on, and they recognize that really, mother was correct, father was correct. Next month, June, I'll be married 30 years. Unless a man and a woman are joined in holy covenant, they will never have that. Never.
As for the belief that legalized same-sex marriage in Bermuda is inevitable, Dr. Semen does not disagree, as she says governments will always do as they please, whether or not it is endorsed by the Bible. Tari Trott reporting for ZBM News 9.